What's up, guys? Why the fuck is Neil Magny versus, what's the cunt's name? Yaroslav Amosov? Whatever. Why is Magny versus Amosov? Whatever the fuck. Why is that fight not the co-main of, this fucking Apex fight night? Cape versus Royval. What the fuck? Like, I know I can barely pronounce the cunt's name, and I'm not gonna sit here and posture for you guys and pretend I'm some ultra hardcore who, watched every Bellator fight night. But I mean, a simple look at his record and Google search of, his credentials shows that he's a massive star outside of the UFC. And from what I've heard, he was, one of the biggest names at welterweight, middleweight, outside of the UFC for the last sort of 5 years. Well, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, at least on the main card, the prelims, it's fucking insane. If Amosov, I'm going to call him Amosov, I don't know what his name is. If Amosov beats Magny, I mean, his next fight could be the feature prelim of a pay-per-view. Why are we putting him on the prelims of an Apex fight night when the guy's 28-1 against Magny, who, has only fought top 20 guys for the last decade? And it frustrates me because I just think it speaks to a bigger issue that we're seeing in the UFC that I've noticed for a couple years now, where some of the fucking placement on some of these, especially fight night cards, but even pay-per-views, just make no sense. What the fuck is going on there? Like, what are they paying these people for? I get that to us fans, it's not always as simple as we make it out to be with, sometimes, there seems like an obvious matchup to make and the UFC doesn't make it. And, some of these card placements, fans sometimes speak, thinking checkers and, these guys are paid, high-paying jobs. Their job is to decide these decisions. But sometimes I think, you know what, fuck that. I'm not giving them that credit. This is just so fucking stupid. This is such a no-brainer. Why the fuck do you bring him in if you're going to put him on the prelims of an Apex fight night? It's fucking stupid. And yeah, fucking fire half of this UFC stuff that make these stupid fucking boneheaded decisions. Every fucking week we're seeing this shit. $1 billion company does my fucking head in. Let me know what you guys think.